Hey guys, welcome back to Junkyards and Barn Finds. It's Model Monday. Today we're going to be doing a 1972 Pontiac GTO. We've got some video of a 1970 Pontiac GTO, one that's looks beautiful from the outside and totally stock inside. It's a beast. And then we have a convertible 70 that is stock throughout. And then we have the underneath of another 1970. So we got some 70s to look at before we look at the model kit. When we come back, we'll take a look at the model kit. So take a look at this video real quick. Enjoy it. When you come back, get excited, and let's see what this kit's all about. Hey guys, so we're going to build a 70 GTO. This is a 70 GTO. Now, this is a custom 70 GTO, so the engine's a little different, but the body is the same. Here's the interior. So this is a stock GTO interior. It's got the Hearst shifter. It's got the Pontiac steering wheel. Now this has nitrous and some other things to it, but it's got the black dashboard. You can see the vents, how they're colored. It's got the wood grain and the little buttons there, Pontiac. It's got an original black interior. All the seats there. You can see how the door panels look. You can see how the top looks. If you want to know what the tack on the hood looks like. And then of course here we have this wide chrome piece with, this is black, chrome, 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 chrome. Now, like I said, this is not stock under the hood. So I've already videoed this car before, but this is for Model Monday for the 70 GTO that we're going to do. So this has the front, there's the lights, it's pretty stock on the outside. Of course, like I said, the engine's a little non-stock, but you could see how the body paint would be on a regular one, and then it's black on the inside. That's kind of GM. This obviously is like a, I forget what it was, like a 502 or something. It's huge. And then if we crawl down under here real quick between fire ants, you can see the clearance. You can see how the wheels are done. Front suspension. Now this one has had disc brakes put in the front. Now he has drag slicks on this with a disc brake kit put in the rear. So these are Mickey Thompson Street SS GTs. And you can tell that, see how this has a chrome strip here, but it stops. So this is, it has a small chrome on the inside next to the window. This is chrome. And then the body line, then here's the back bumper. And there's the hood. As you can see, those grills are real ram airs to get some cool air in there. And of course it gets a lot of cool air right there too. Have a GTO right here. This is also not for sale, but it's a beautiful GTO. It is a 1970 and it is not for sale. All right, so now you've seen this, let's go build the model. And if you like this kind of thing, please subscribe. Check out real cars at Junkyards and Barn Finds. And let's go build the model of the 70 GTO. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed those videos. You'll notice the 1972 Pontiac GTO that we're looking at is a 72, not a 70, although the body styles are very, very similar. So you should be able to use some of the things you saw on that on this video. This is an MPC kit. It is a re-release by Round 2 models. They re-release kits, the older kits. This one here originally came out with all kinds of graphics on it. This is the 72. It's 1/25th scale with 60 pieces. Let's see what's inside. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. All right, let's see what we've got in the box so you'll know what to get when you get yours. So we've got the exhaust system with some seats. We've got the lower trim piece for the front bumper. We have firewall. Some more pieces of this, I believe, is for the back bumper. And some pins here that will be used for the tires and the wheels to put them on. We have an engine block. We've got the engine block right here with the heads, fan belts. Over here we have the radiator. We've got the, I believe this is for the engine as far as for ram air that goes up to the hood. And we've got the wheel backs. We have the radiator support that was separate in the box. We have the back that goes back underneath the bumper in the back. Steering wheel. The hood with the actual flow through ram air, as well as a detailed dashboard that we'll be able to use and detail that. We've got the chassis. We've got the seat tub that's already built that snaps in. I like these actually better than the kind where you have to build the walls because you know where they're going to fit because it's an old school kit. We've got some chrome pieces here. So on the chrome, we've got a set of new wheels there. We've got a set of old Krager SS's here, or the rally rims that look like the ones on the box, which we will probably be using. We've got the engine intake manifold, the carburetor, and the mirror. Some trim pieces, and then of course we have the front grille with headlights and the rear bumper. We have 4 tires, 4 rubber tires. They are hollow. And they do say, they have some writing on it. It looks like Goodyear. Is it Goodyear? It looks like Goodyear, yeah. So they actually have Goodyear lettering on them. If you want to paint them, you can put Goodyear lettering on them. And then finally, we have the body. We also have the inside the grille piece right there. Now we have also, and you need to check your box when you get this to make sure that you have your metal axle, because you only need one metal axle because the other ones are pinned, but you need the screws as well to put the kit together with the screws if you so choose to. Now, as you can see by the illustration on the instructions, this had graphics on it, and it had the big Judge wraparound rear spoiler on it. It had these big Hurricane wheels, which is the second set of wheels there, and it had some graphics, and those graphics are the decals that you get. Now there's Goodyear and MPC and some stuff here. But the biggest graphic package, there's no graphics for the dashboard, but there is decals and graphics for the car. So I was originally going to do the car blue, similar to the one that you saw in the video that you just watched. Actually, both of them. There was two blue ones, the convertible and the one with the monster engine in it, and I had already gotten the blue for that. But I don't think that those graphics would look as good in blue as they would in gloss sun yellow, because I think this is going to be like a retro car that I don't even know if GTOs came in a gloss sun yellow, but I think that these black graphics will look awesome in the sun yellow. Now I am going to still use the original rally wheels that came with it. The other wheels will just go in the box. But we're not done. I did forget, luckily I have it here, the glass. So we've got an old school clear glass, which is one piece with windshield and rear glass here, which I love because shows exactly where it sits, easy to put in and snap in. And then we have these one piece rear tail lights that get pushed in, and so that also makes it a lot easier. So we have the taillights that push in, and we have the one-piece glass. And so that's what's in there, and let's get ready to build. All right, guys, so what we have now is the sub-assemblies. We have our engine, except for the manifold, because the manifold is going to be chrome. We have our seats with the tops of the seats on them, which the headrests are on them. We have the body with the wing is on there because I want the wing. It doesn't show it on the cover box, but I like the wings. I always like them. They kind of like GTO Judge things. Maybe that's what this kit was before. So we have that. We've got the fan and fan belt together. We've got this separated to go to paint. For painting, this is the closest color I have to Pontiac blue, which is a light blue. This is actually a Seaside. It's called Seaside by Rust-Oleum. All the paints we use today will be Rust-Oleum, so we're going to use this. And all right, our interior color is going to be Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Paint and Primer Blossom White. I don't know if you can see that. The exterior, we're going to primer first with a gray primer, and then we will do the Krylon Paint and Primer Sun Yellow. Now this is also a paint and primer, but being orange, I want to make sure that the yellow is all one standard shade, so we're going to do the gray primer first on that. On the chassis, we're going to do a flat black primer from Rust-Oleum. We'll also do a flat black primer on the axle and exhaust system. All right, you know we're going to be painting with the metallic. This is one of my favorite colors. Doing the exhaust, doing the rear suspension with Rust-Oleum Paint and Primer Metallic, but we're going to put this over top of a black primer. The chrome pieces, the small chrome here, and our chrome wheels. We will use the Tamiya panel line accent color. We'll do that by hand. You'll see that. And like I said, the interior, then we're going to have to paint this really, really nicely detailed dashboard. We'll use our gel pens. We'll use a gel pen to do some of the details on the doors and such that we don't have, and then we will use a silver Sharpie to do the other details that we need. So that's the plan. Now time to paint. And the exhausts. This is an acrylic barn red, but it looks really good for exhausts. The original exhaust iron exhaust manifolds. using Tamiya black panel line accent wash. translucent orange. All right, guys, so this is what we've been completing for the last couple hours. We've got the body done. It's got all its chrome details on it. It's got the front molding on it. I think this was probably a GTO Judge kit at one point, just because it's got the Judge rear spoiler on it. We've got the rear bumper ready to go. We just have to put the red lenses in it. We've got the firewall, which attaches to this white interior, which is a flat white, so it looks really nice and soft, like a nice soft leather, which is what we should have. And the engine with the cowl induction holding thing, whatever they call that, I'm not sure, but the cowl induction there, everything's ready to go. It's the Pontiac blue. It's got the 4-speed in it. Underneath here, we've got a little bit of a dirty canvas because it's a driven car. Right now, the wheels are drying. And then once the wheels are drying, I will probably, once I'm done everything, just maybe rust up a little bit right around here where the differential is and do the axle black. But this was all one piece, so this is already drying right now. And so we have the battery left to go, the mirror gets to go in, the glass gets to go in, the radiator gets to go in, firewall, and we'll put it together. And once we are done putting it together, we then have these decals to put on, which is why I chose yellow, because the black decals would look a lot better on the yellow than I would on the dark blue that I was going to do. The other thing that's odd with this is this nose piece, which in real life they are not connected well because they are a fiberglass nose piece, and in here they are not connected well either because they have a big gap. But don't worry about it, because in the real car this is a fiberglass piece that is painted separately and does have a big gap. Anyway, we will return with the final reveal, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so here we have the final of this 1972 Pontiac GTO. I didn't have too many fit issues at all. I used the graphics from the kit. Now I think this was probably a GTO Judge kit at one point, just because of all the extras that it came with. Also, the instructions are not for this vehicle, they're for the previous kit that has different wheels on it. It did have some side graphics, which I chose not to use because it's built the way I wanted to build it. You build it the way you want to. I wanted to build it my way. The yellow paint, I like the way the yellow paint looks, but man, I'll tell you what, it takes a long time to harden. This model was completed 2 days ago. It only took a day to complete. Not even a day. I mean, it took like, say, 4 hours. But the yellow paint seems like a lot like the orange paint that we use, or the red paint. And you need to let this harden for several days before we put on the just this small amount, the GTO and that GTO and the GTO here. So if not, you could definitely feel soft paint with your fingers. Now I'm going to open up the hood, take this off. I really like this engine, except that, and that's that I have not glued in, but there's nothing up here, and there's really no detail. The engine is absolutely totally cool, but this is built from the box. If I wasn't building it from the box, I would probably spend some time using parts from my parts bin, my parts box, and build up in here what's supposed to be in there. So it's a really good, I would say, kit to get back into building. It's an easy kit. It's a really cool looking kit. I mean, I love these cars. One thing you have to remember is this piece right here that goes onto the bottom of the bumper. It's real easy to lose that. In fact, I've seen some people on the internet who have lost this piece right here. They've thrown it out. It's really easy to disappear. There's some other pieces in here that it just ignores in the directions. Like I said, I think they are from a different, the same kit, but I think it's just a little bit different. Anyway, so I do recommend the kit. It's easy to build. It will take you a couple hours depending on what color you want. This is the only, these and the small GTO badges were the only ones I like to use. It only comes with those, and then this squiggly black line thing that goes along the side, which I am not a fan of. But anyway, there is your 1972 GTO from MPC right there. And as I said, I like the model. I'm glad it goes in my collection. It's going to look really nice next to my 70 GTO and the 65 GTO on the shelf. So that's it, guys. If you like this kind of thing, remember, subscribe, ring the bell. Please check out our other models that we have up for Model Monday. Also check out our regular real vehicles that we put up. So we have over 200 videos, and check them out. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.